Welcome everyone. In this video I'm going to show you another modification for the SZBK07 DC-DC converter. So this DC-DC converter has been on my channel for quite a while. I made a lot of videos with it, especially for its modification. So this DC-DC converter can be controlled by two potentiometers, like these tiny box shaped ones, and I have already removed it from here. So these two potentiometers are used to control the current or the voltage on the output of this device. So you can basically limit the current and the voltage with these potentiometers. And these are like multi-turn trimmer potentiometers, and sometimes it can be a bit meticulous to have a screwdriver and turn the tiny screw, and it's not so funny to do it when it's under power and so on and so on. So I made some videos and I replaced this potentiometer, for example, to this blue colored multi-turn precision potentiometer. So these are just simple replacements for the original potentiometers, and they work very nicely because you can have a very precise control over the output. And I also made a video, or several videos, where I have this kind of potentiometer. It's a regular, very cheap potentiometer to regulate the output power in the same way. But of course this is not a precision thing, so it's a bit harder to use it for precisely set up the output voltage. And some people complained that it's not the best idea to use these because they are expensive, but I don't really agree with the fact that these are expensive, because if you buy them from Chinese websites, AliExpress or these, you can buy them for like $2 or even lower. You should go to my website and go to the tools section, and you would see that with one of those links you can find them quite cheaply. So then in the comments I discussed with a viewer, and I was told that I might come up with something which is a FineCoarse setup. So that uses two potentiometers, and that's why you see four potentiometers here. And with one potentiometer you can have a coarse control over the wall range of the output voltage and output current. And with another potentiometer you have a fine control over the, not the wall range, but at a given point of the voltage. Let's say you are at 5 volts, you can deviate between 4.5 and 5.5 volts with a very fine step size. So that's what I will show you in this video. And before that, I would like to talk about the sponsor of this video, PCBWay. PCBWay is a service provider specialized in PCB making and PCB assembly, but they also have other services like CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, or 3D printing of metal and plastics as well. And it's really easy and straightforward to order a PCB from them. You just go to the quote now and go to the quick order PCB page, and then by uploading your Gerber file you can customize the board that you have just uploaded and send your order. And if you feel that you need even more customization options, you should go for the advanced PCB, and then you can select more details for your PCB here. And I especially recommend you to look at the solder mask colors, because now you can have transparent, pink and gray colors as an added option by PCBWay. Furthermore, if you are already a PCBWay customer or you are about to become one, I really recommend you to share your feedback about your most recent order. Not only because you can help others to see what kind of products can be produced by PCBWay, but you can also win very nice prizes from PCBWay, so I think that's a very nice motivation to enter this contest. Furthermore, I recommend you to enter PCBWay's PCB design contest, because they have interesting topics such as IoT, robotics, but if you don't feel like entering one of these topics, you can enter with your own freely chosen topic. And they have very nice prizes, so it's really worth it to enter this contest. So coming back to these potentiometers, first we have to talk about the DC-DC converter and how it works. I mentioned this million times, but people don't really visit the website and check the drawings or don't listen to the video, so I tell it again that these potentiometers in this circuit are wired in the circuit in two different ways. We have the CV, which is the voltage regulating or voltage adjustment potentiometer. That is wired as a rheostat, which means that one of the let's say pins on the side is connected to the output voltage here, the positive output voltage, and then the other two pins are tied together, so the wiper and the other input pin, let's call it input pin, something like this, they are wired together, so the pin number 2 and pin number 3 on the side are tied together, and they go towards the rest of the circuit. So here the potentiometer for the CV adjustment is there as a variable resistor, so it's basically a current regulator, if I can say so. But then the CC one, that is a voltage divider, so the three independent legs, three individual legs of the device go to three different spots. One of the pins go to the ground or the minus of the output via a resistor, and then the middle, the wiper, goes towards one part of the circuit, and then the third pin goes towards another part of the circuit. And then at the end they will go to this buck controller chip, to the feedback pin, and then the buck controller will take care of the basically the limitation of the output voltage or the output current. And here I have the new potentiometer setups to have a control over the voltage, that's here, and we have the fine and coarse setup, and then for the current we have a fine and coarse setup. And then why I have these devices and everything here is for testing. So on this multimeter I will show you the output voltage. So I just have these two clips attached to the output, and I will just show the output voltage. Then here is a Peltier cooler, 12706 unit, so it's running at 6 amperes at the maximum power, and I use this as a load. And it's not the best thing to be used as a load because its power consumption will depend on its temperature, so it will not be used as like a precise load, so it will change the load on the DC-DC converter a little bit, but for this demonstration it's perfectly fine. And then this bigger multimeter will be used as a current meter. So what I do here is that the current on the positive side goes through the probe, goes into the device, then it comes out on the black wire basically, and then it goes into the Peltier cooler, and then it comes out as the black wire and goes to the negative side of the DC controller or converter. And then these two clips are the input. And now I have 12 volts, 5 amps on the input. I will not run the Peltier cooler at the maximum setting, so it will be fine. So starting with the voltage regulation part, we have two potentiometers. One is a 100 kilo ohm potentiometer, that's the first one, and the other is a 20 kilo ohm potentiometer. And the 20 kilo ohm potentiometer is connected basically in parallel with a 5.7K resistor. And the reason behind that is that I want to have some tiny resistance when all of these two potentiometers are set to 0. Otherwise there will be sort of a runaway in the voltage. If I have a 0 resistance here, so I just substitute everything basically with a wire. If I put the two potentiometers to 0, then the output voltage will jump automatically to the maximum value, which I don't want. So I will keep it at a tiny value. And then obviously the 100 kilo ohm potentiometer will be the coarse setting, and the 20 kilo ohm will be a fine setting, and I will show you how it works. And then this is a more complicated part for the CC, so for the current adjustment. I have 200 kilo ohm potentiometers, and then they are connected with a 10 and 100 kilo ohm resistor. And then this is used to have the fine and coarse regulation for the current. And I made a drawing for both of these, and I made also some figures for the connections. So please visit my website, link is in the description, and you will find the drawings there with some text under them, so you will understand how it works. So now I just want to demonstrate everything. So I start the demonstration by turning on the stuff. So once again, current measurement and voltage measurement. So now the power supply on this side is off, and all of these potentiometers supposed to be at the minimum, I believe. I can see it now. Yes. And now I turn on the power supply, and we have the minimum output voltage of this thing. So this buck controller works in a way that there is always a minimum output voltage. This is around 2.5 volts. And now I can feel that the Peltier cooler goes cold a little bit. So now I increase the voltage to a certain value with the fine regulator, and then we will see how fine that goes. And as you can see, I can basically, if this doesn't jump too much because of the instability of the Peltier cooler, then I can go like a few tenths of millivolts with this controller. And if I want to have a big jump, I have the Coarse controller, and you can see that I can immediately jump up to 10 volts. And of course now the current is not limited, so now this is really running at 10 volts and 2.8 amps. And I can really feel that this is cold. So now you could see that this works, and I can really nicely control the voltage. So if I just barely touch it, I can go down with millivolts, and it's not a problem. So this was like 100 millivolts drop with barely touching the knob of the potentiometer. So now what we should do is that we should start to limit the current. So what will happen? The device will obey the Ohm's law. So if you limit the current, of course the voltage will drop down. So I start dropping the current, and we will see what happens. So now I did a big drop, and we dropped down to 1.1 amps. But I can actually do like a tiny drop, and you can see that the current goes down relatively slowly. If we neglect the thermal instability of this thing, I can control the current with like 10 milliamps order of magnitude, roughly. So this goes quite nicely, and I'm rotating this thing. So now I'm rotating the fine controller here, or potentiometer. And you can see it drops nicely. And if I turn the coarse, then this will jump back again. And of course then the voltage will follow it, because this is how it works. So now I can even increase it a little bit, yes. So let's go back to the minimum with the coarse. So now I minimize it with the coarse, and then I minimize it with the fine. So this is the lowest amount of current that I can reach. And then I start to increase this very slowly, and I can have like 10 milliamps or 20 milliamps step sizes, or even if I'm a bit more patient, I can have very fine control. As you can see, this was an 8 milliamps or 9 milliamps jump. But you can see it works, and I can max this out, and max out the voltage as well. You can even increase the voltage on the input, and you can see that now quite a large power is going through this whole system and it's not blowing up. I can still use the potentiometers and it works just perfectly fine. So I can drop down. I can go with the coarse potentiometer, and also I can play around with the fine potentiometer as well. The only thing that can be a problem with these two things is that they actually would require some meticulous calculations if you want to make them work like reasonably, because the problem is that when you have these two potentiometer setups, these are not really linear. So depending on the position of the fine potentiometer or on one of the potentiometers on the system, the other potentiometer will not really act linearly, and that can be a problem in your control. But it's more or less an empirical stuff, so you can experiment and see on the multimeters, for example, how they change the output voltage and output current, so you can regulate it very nicely. But yeah, it needs some practice to get a feeling of it. So yeah, just to round up everything, I removed the power with this regulator, just to keep the things cool, because the heatsink is getting hot. So what I wanted to show you in this video is that you can actually use these extremely cheap potentiometers, 2 of them for each, let's say, output characteristics, current and voltage. And you can have a coarse fine setting for this kind of SZBK07 DC-DC Converter. And how I did that, I just connected the CV potentiometer as a rheostat, and the CC is basically 2 voltage dividers with some extra resistors, and that's all. And you can see that it works well, it works reasonably, and it does not destroy the DCDC converter. So please visit my website, curiousscientist.tech, because you will have all the resources for this measurement, all the connections, all the parameters and the values for the potentiometers and resistors that I used. So visit my website, and I hope you learned something. I hope that this video was useful to you, and see you in the next video.